Welcome back to The Explainer. Today, we are diving into a story of just incredible human ingenuity. We're talking about a fascinating journey of how discarded industrial waste became a globally celebrated acoustic masterpiece. Yep, we're talking about the steel pan and the phenomenal underdog triumph it represents on the world stage.
But first, I've got a bit of trivia for you. What is the absolutely only major acoustic musical instrument invented in the entire 20th century? I mean, think about that for a second. We've had centuries and centuries of musical evolution, but only one major acoustic instrument was actually born in the 1900s. The answer, as you might have guessed by now, is the steel pan.
All right, here is our quick roadmap for today. 1. What is the steel pan? 2. Origins in Trinidad and Tobago. 3. The science of sound. 4. A global cultural symbol. 5. Driving sustainable development. And finally, 6. World Steelpan Day. Let's get right into it. Starting off with Section 1. What is the steel pan? More than just a drum. Now, you've probably heard folks casually call this a steel drum, but actually, performers and educators really prefer the term steel pan. Why? Well, because calling it a drum doesn't quite do justice to what it really is. It's a highly precise, tuned percussion instrument that's meticulously crafted from shaped steel. Plus, it's not played with your standard drumsticks, but rather with these lightweight sticks that have specially designed rubber tips to draw out those incredibly beautiful melodic frequencies. But here's the really cool part. It doesn't just act alone. Much like a classical symphony, you literally have a full steel orchestra. The tenor or soprano pans take the lead, playing the melodies, then the double second pans step in for the harmony. Next up, you've got the guitar and cello pans providing a super rich accompaniment, all grounded by these massive bass pans that give it that booming, low-frequency foundation. And working together, this orchestra can play pretty much anything, from traditional calypso and soca, right through to classical music, jazz, and even sweeping film scores. Which brings us right to Section 2, Origins in Trinidad and Tobago. From discarded materials to sophisticated instruments. To really get how incredible this instrument is, we gotta look back at its timeline. In the early 20th century, down in Trinidad and Tobago, carnival celebrations relied heavily on percussion ensembles, using bamboo instruments, which were known as tambu bamboo. But over time, strict restrictions were actually placed on certain forms of drumming. But hey, instead of giving up, these communities adapted. Creative musicians made this amazing discovery. Everyday metal containers could actually produce musical sounds, and that realization eventually led to the reshaping, hammering, and really scientific tuning of steel oil drums. I mean, just think about that contrast for a second. We are talking about a transformation from literally discarded materials, everyday industrial waste, and ordinary metal containers in a seriously resource-limited environment into incredibly sophisticated instruments. We're talking precision-tuned notes on meticulously reshaped steel that's capable of playing highly complex acoustic music. It's like the ultimate symbol of creativity emerging from limitations. It shows us how a community can take a massive challenge like drumming restrictions and just turn it into a phenomenal opportunity.
Okay, let's get into Section 3, the science of steel pan sound, bridging art and engineering.
So, how exactly does a raw steel oil drum actually make music? Well, creating a professional steel pan requires a seriously controlled four-step crafting process. First off, instrument makers carefully shape specific note areas right on the surface, and each of these little sections is designed to vibrate at a very specific frequency. Second, they apply careful heat treatment to the metal. Third comes the precise hammering techniques, and this requires immense skill and control over the metal's thickness. Finally, acoustic and electronic tuning. Modern makers use their own highly trained human hearing right alongside sophisticated electronic frequency analyzers to get that pitch absolutely perfect. And honestly, this is exactly why educators and researchers are so obsessed with the steel pan. We're looking at wave motion, resonance, vibrations, material science, mechanical engineering, and musical acoustics all wrapped up into a single instrument. It really makes the steel pan a perfect multidisciplinary tool for STEAM education. It seamlessly combines science, technology, engineering, arts, and mathematics into this one incredible interactive learning experience. All right, moving on to Section 4, a global cultural symbol, crossing borders. You see, the steel pan didn't just stay put in the Caribbean. The whole world took notice.
Playing in a steel orchestra builds vital personal skills like teamwork, discipline, creativity, listening skills, and cultural expression. And because of all those incredible benefits, its global reach has just absolutely exploded. Today, you'll find Steelpan performance programs in universities and schools across North America, Europe, Asia, Africa, and Oceania. International festivals celebrate this artistic collaboration, totally showing us how a local cultural tradition can cross borders while still brilliantly preserving its original identity.
And that leads us right into Section 5, Driving Sustainable Development, Culture as a Catalyst.
Now, when you picture a musical instrument, you probably don't immediately think of global policy, right? But the year 2030 actually represents the United Nations Agenda for Sustainable Development. The UN recognizes that cultural diversity is absolutely vital for building inclusive, peaceful, and resilient societies. And it turns out the Steelpan fits perfectly into this global mission. So what does this actually look like on the ground? Well, in education, it fosters that STEAM learning and collaboration we were just talking about. For tourism, it attracts a ton of visitors eager to experience the rich local heritage of Trinidad and Tobago. It drives the creative economy, providing direct employment for the instrument makers, performers, educators, and event organizers. At the community level, it totally boasts youth engagement and social inclusion. And for personal well-being, participating in these community music programs builds confidence and supports mental health. Sure, music alone can't solve every single global challenge, but it profoundly strengthens the social connections we need for positive development. Bringing us to our final section, number 6, World Steelpan Day, celebrating human ingenuity. To literally honor everything we've been talking about today, the cultural resilience, the scientific innovation, and those massive developmental impacts, the United Nations General Assembly officially proclaimed August 11th as World Steelpan Day. It's a huge deal, and this date forever cements the legacy of the steelpan in international history. So how exactly does the globe celebrate this? Basically by digging into every single facet of the instrument. Governments and organizations host educational workshops, public lectures, and special school programs. You'll find museum displays, deep academic discussions, and of course, massive, energetic community performances. The goal isn't just to listen to the music, but to really deeply appreciate the history, the scientific craftsmanship, and the profound cultural significance behind every single note. You know, the United Nations has a quote that just absolutely nails this. They said, "The steelpan is far more than a musical instrument. It is a symbol of human creativity, cultural resilience, scientific craftsmanship, and artistic excellence." From its humble roots in Trinidad and Tobago all the way to its formal recognition by the UN, it truly is an amazing tribute to the people and traditions that keep its legacy alive today. Before we wrap up, I want to leave you with a final thought, just a little question to chew on. If communities facing strict restrictions can take everyday discarded oil drums and transform them into global engines for education, scientific learning, and sustainable development, what other seemingly limited resources around us right now hold the key to our future? Thank you so much for joining me on this explainer to explore the incredible underdog triumph of the steelpan. Keep learning, keep asking questions, and I'll see you next time.